This is just going to be real quick. I just am like, there's a couple things. For one thing, I mean, right now, like we have, you know, people fighting for these ridiculous things. Fat people fighting to be accepted for being fat. Trans people fighting to be accepted into straight people's inner dating circle. Which, to me, it's like, do you want to date me? Like, who do you want to date? Why wouldn't you just focus on why are you trying to, like, am I going to go out in the world and get all pissed off at everybody? You mean you don't want to date tattooed people? What are you, garbage? Get every tattooed person to jump on. Oh, garbage, look at that. It's like, what the fuck? These people are fucking lost their minds. And I got served for another, it was like, I got three court things going on. I was like, in this this bankrupt corporation that no longer exists. Boy, they are on it. You're gonna be dragging everybody into court. This is so ridiculous. This shit is so ridiculous. But you know, this infrastructure bullshit. Like these people fighting for the right to be fat, fighting for the right to date in, you know, the heterosexual dating circles, and, you know, fighting to be toothless and not be able to talk. You know, all these people with these, you know, fighting for their rights. Fighting for the rights against two. But no concern about what's really going on in the world. Like, let's not worry about this infrastructure and new ways that they can attach more taxes and more control over us. You know, I mean, I guess we all need to have breathalyzers in our car. I mean, we need to pay for every mile we go, you know? I mean, it's the we're destroying the planet with our driving, you guys. I mean, probably we're going to have to start being licensed for our hairsprays. Well, you know, I don't know what all stuff they're going to end up saying that we can't use anymore. They can use whatever they want. I mean, they're the elite. Oh, God, wish I could be one. They're the superhumans, so they get to have their own rules. But us, you know, us sheep, us the cattle of the world, even though that we outnumber them by... I'm not good at math, but I think like 99% to 1%, I think is pretty significant. Where they come up with that they can control us like this? Yeah, it might have worked when we were asleep and we didn't know what the fuck you were doing because you kept us so wrapped up in trying to survive that we were, you know, we were just all caught up in that situation of trying to survive. Because we want to survive. And we will survive. We will be the survivors here. Not them. They won't survive. They are the garbage. They are the... it's just, it's insane. It's insane that we have this regime leader in office for a corporate world that has already died, but they continue to pretend this world exists and that they can control us when they can't. Like, you know, I've said it a bunch of times, so I probably have said it on here. You know, if they're going to go out there and start lining us up to kill us because we won't take this, well, you know, they'll take care of that. Can't have that. Then, for one thing, you better pull my family in. They need to see the tyranny because apparently nothing wakes them up. So let's pull them in. Let's have them watch, because I definitely am not taking that. You can shoot me. Yeah, I know I'm going to a better place, so I'm not worried about it. I can't be controlled because I already know I'm a sovereign being. I can't be. They can keep trying. They can keep trying to put their heavy fist in my life. It just, you know, it's just, it's as heavy as you give it. You give it the weight. Just like, you know, seriously in everything. The Bible, you give it the weight that it has in your life. The Quran, you give it that voodoo, Santeria, all of this stuff, it becomes real because you make it real, which I found really interesting as I was watching Skeleton Key the other day. And that was a point that the woman made, that it works once we get you to believe it works. We have to get you to believe it, then it works, because you make it work. It's all in your belief system. And in my belief system, I know that this is temporary. This is here doing a play. This isn't real life. Real life's outside of here. This is an illusion. This illusion we're breaking free from tyranny and control. It's still an illusion. They don't have control. They can pretend they have control. But even if they were to kill you, they're not killing you. They can't. They can't do anything but be bullies on here. And it's kind of funny too, because then you think about, like, you know, if you want to go on this whole ghost thing or something, they kill all these people. The energy that they could have come back on them, like, they aren't concerned about ghosts or negative energy or something, apparently. And they think they can, well, I think that they think that they can just stay alive forever. And, you know, that also shows a lot about why the same group of people who is very, you know, ambiguous over gender identity, and there's so many things that they've created in this group of people. And one of the things is, I just thought of it. Dang it. Oh, that's brain injury. Anyways, that they want to just they want to control us using their fear. It's working on a lot of people. They're scared to death. They're scared to death because they think, like, this could be it. They don't have it in their heart to know that this is a very temporary situation. You're here for the experience. When that experience ends, it's, you know, because it was completed. If they were to shoot me, then it would be, it was completed. It was done. I don't need to just, you don't stay past the time that you're supposed to stay. You don't leave before, and you don't leave later. You have a set thing that you're here to do. You know, it's like you are, what I keep saying, it is like in the planning phase, when you and your soul group are up there and you're planning your life and all the things that you all want to learn and the lessons and stuff like that. You go through it, you know, and you're bringing everybody in and you're deciding, like, what do we want to do? What do we want to learn about? And it's going to be several lives. You're going to have to play all these different roles. You know, it's not just like one time you're going to do it. You have all of this planning that goes into it. Then once you get here to execute this plan, then you are just playing it out. I think that is where we get this thing about the free will, and because how much free will do you really have? It feels like it is already set, like it's, the destiny is already there. You know, it's already going to be what it's going to be. You can't mess it up. You can't change it. You can't do anything about it. So, but your free will, to me, would be in the planning phase, you know, and also you give yourself like this opportunity to learn and grow, because probably is in your soul. Then as you are going through the experience, it receives information that you have learned from the experience that you are participating in. So that higher self part of you, your more expansive soul part of you, is always learning. So that is all for, that's all real. That is your real life. This is, you know, this is nothing. It's like, in these people that they want to push. Oh, but so the people who are all into this gender ambiguous, like don't know what the fuck stuff, and is willing, 100% willing to give up their procreative abilities, then it's just so funny with their biology and science and how they just twist things around to make it whatever is convenient. But I think that has also been a part of this agenda that has been pushed on these people. Because if you remember how popular it got with the vampires and the witches and all those shows all of a sudden, where it was like, oh, vampires are so sexy. Sexy vampires running around killing everybody. That's cool because they're sexy. So they're running around killing everybody. You got witches doing all their magic and stuff like that. And I think that it is part of them pushing that on us, because that is how they really, like, if we sit here and think like, oh yeah, there's no problem. If you live off blood, who cares? You're sexy. Then you kind of open it up to like, oh yeah, see? Just because I'm not as sexy as them, I still live off blood. I mean, we're not all sexy, right? Well, it's that part of the agenda, like to get us to accept certain things. Same thing with all the weird sex stuff, all the stuff that was just like, what the hell? It is to get us to accept their agenda. And so I just was singing about that yesterday, singing, you know, makes so much sense now why there was such a. And I think I saw some on that, Odin's, maybe his name's JT. He said something about JT, but I don't know, that could be his dog. But he was, he's always showing just these people. I don't even know what he does with his day to find these people. But apparently they're out there. He always says, you know, I'm not digging deep or something. These people just come to me like a gift. It's just like, oh my God, is there just billions of them? But for them to be, what was it? There was something I wanted to say about that. Oh, that's where I had seen the vampire people. There's all sorts of people. I mean, we got the vampire people. We got the people who see themselves as like, I don't even know. It seems kind of like they're all just trying to become like what they think of as being aliens or something, like these non-binary AI. Like they're just, like they're going a little too far. Like, for me, rather than being an AI-controlled version of myself, I would much rather go back and, you know, live on the land, live in teepees, and, you know, fold up our teepees and go out and move to another place and live there for a while, and then, you know, seasonally move around the area. Or, you know, there's just such better ways to live than, you know, what they're offering. And these people, I don't know if it's just because they're so young or something, that they're so young and they've been pushed. This agenda's been pushed on them for so long. You know, adults are stupid. Adults don't know anything. They've destroyed the world. They are judgmental. They're the problem with society, all of this stuff. And they believe it because they can look around and see like everything's a mess. But it's not us. It's not generation to generation. It's the government. It's the controllers. It's this dark web of criminal enterprise that has taken over the world. It's them. They just want to keep everybody separated. But they are the ones who are creating the separations. They are the ones doing it. Like, I can sit and talk to my grandkids and have a normal conversation. A lot of these people, it seems like, how would you have any conversations with some of these people? I don't know. It seems like that they want to give up their humanity. They want to give up their connection. They're willing to accept that as being part of the human condition. Well, human beings are going to decide what's going to be the human condition. And the better part of us don't want that. We don't want to be controlled. We don't want to be forced into enslavement. We want to live free. We want to go out and experience the world, not through the eyes of the genderless controllers that are out there wanting to, get us all on board, I guess. Because I just wish that some of these people could really look into what it is so they have a deeper understanding of what they're a part of. It's so nutty. I can't even believe it. That they would to give up your ability to procreate. I mean, any adult who has gone through their family years, who had friends who were, I mean, we've all known people who were traumatized by not having that ability, you know. I even saw one today where he was like, yeah, well, I'll just adopt. You know how many people think that or thought that? For you just go in like, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't need that ability for myself. I'll just adopt. Where are all these kids coming from in your new world? As you transition back, maybe transition again, like all this, who's having these kids you're going to adopt? Where are they coming from? How are you going to continue as human beings? Are you just going to rely on these people who control you to go in and create your child in a lab? It's just so mental. So mental. It's hard to even comprehend the place that we are at. Like, who would have thought it? I don't know. I just had to add that in. This is, I don't know, a whole bunch of things I added in, I guess. So, anyways, I'm just gonna keep on wondering and trying to figure it out. Like, I don't still know. I just don't know.